God said, if they obey and serve him. Before God said this in the book of Exodus chapter 23 verse 25, he had already said, and you shall serve the Lord your God, and he shall bless your bread and your water. Watch the progression. And you shall serve the Lord your God. Then he, the Lord, shall bless your bread and your water. So if you don't serve the Lord will not bless your bread and your water. You can choose to serve another thing. If that thing has capacity to bless your bread and your water, then let him. Many of us are serving things that have no strength and capacity to bless our bread, and we are serving it. We become slaves and destitute to those things. Jesus warned in the book of Luke chapter 16. I read from 11. He said, if therefore ye have not been faithful in the unrighteous mammon, who will commit to you through, who will trust to you or commit to your trust the true riches? And if ye have not been faithful in that which is another man's, he's talking about God's own now. He said, who shall give you that which is your own? Number 13, he said, no man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. Ye cannot serve God and mammon. Who is mammon? Mammon is the spirit of money, earthly money. Is the god of money. You can't serve. If you want to serve the god of money, let the god of money now bless you. He said, and ye shall serve the Lord, and he shall bless your bread and your water, which is very clean. It's a covenant. You serve the Lord, he bless your bread and your water. You don't serve the Lord, he will not bless your bread and water. The Bible says it is the blessing of the Lord that maketh rich, which means, and adding no sorrow, which means there is another blessing you are seeking somewhere that does not make rich and take away sorrow. And that is when you are serving the god of mammon. And a lot of people are serving the god of mammon. Instead of to serve the creator, we are serving the creature. Because the god of mammon is a spirit. It's one of the fallen angels. It's one of the principalities that control money. You know, money is a spirit. Money has spirit. Apart from Britain, I don't know another country. Every other country have their currency printed with the picture of dead people, so that the spirit of those dead people will rest on their money. When Queen was around, they used her face, and that is why the economy of UK is always, everything you get, you work in UK will return back in UK. If you go to UK, they will pay you very well. But as you are living, look at our brothers that are living in UK. How many of them are sending good money? Everything you work, they will collect it by tax. Because all that they labor is for the Queen and for the King. You don't know? Because now their picture there for that money. So God, if you serve him, he will bless your bread, bless your water. And because you are not serving him, you are serving mammon. Let mammon bless you now. Mammon is not blessing us. You devote all your time, your energy, serving mammon. Worshipping money. Because of money, a sister will not come for Bible study. Because of money, a brother will not come for Bible study. You are sitting in your shop and saying, come by. You are an idol worshiper. You are serving what you do not know. The woman said it. He said, we, the Samaritans, we serve what we don't know. They don't know what they are serving. Jesus said, they that worship God will worship him in spirit and in truth. Which means there are people that are worshiping God in falsehood. Look, any work you are doing that will keep you away from the service of the Lord is satanic, is demonic, is evil. That is why many of us were not prospering. The blessing of the Lord is not in what we are doing. And mammon cannot bless us. If you really want mammon to bless you, then get ready to shed blood like they do. Get ready to go into rituals. And after doing those rituals, he will bless you and kill you too. Check all the people that they bless. They become fame overnight, become wealthy overnight, and die overnight. That will not be your portion. To be your portion, you will live long like Abraham. The Bible says, and Abraham was rich in silver and gold. Oh my God. This was a man who served God. At the age of 175, he was still walking the earth, wallowing in wealth and prosperity. This was a man that was banished into into a desert called Negev. His cousin banished him. And when Lot took over to the ground that was very green, everybody around Abraham thought that the end of Abraham's business has come. God said, look up. He looked up. God said, dig wells. He dug well and turned wilderness into fruitful ground. Look at Israel. They are one of the most agricultural producing countries in the world. Desert. They produce poultry, they produce dairy, they produce meat, they produce all these things. And then you talk about vegetables. They are one of the highest exporters of, what do you call it, apple fruits, grapefruits, and other expensive fruits you see in the market. How? Because the Lord has put his blessing on a dry wilderness. I speak over you. May the Lord put blessing upon that business. May he put blessing upon that business. If the hand of the Lord is on it, nobody can stop you. It's not by toiling. Some of you will feel, oh, the nation is hard because of it. I can't close my business. I can't close. My wife, I close. My wife close. No, it can't happen. We must be there. Somebody should be there, or else we'll go hungry. You think it's wisdom? That's foolishness. Until you follow God in his own wisdom, you will not achieve what you want to achieve. By the arms of flesh shall no one prevail. This is God for you. Look at what the Bible said. In the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 15 verse 58. Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord. For as much as ye know, have you really known, that your labor is not in vain in the Lord. Some of you are still contemplating whether to walk in the house of the Lord or not to walk. Like I was talking to some of you the other day, and some people were saying, I don't want to walk there. I want to walk here. My spirit is not leading me there. This is where my spirit. What is your spirit? No, what is your spirit? Why will your spirit lead you? What is it leading you? From where did you get that spirit that is leading you? Because I can remember that I lay hand on you and you receive that spirit. So where did you get that spirit now that is leading you? If two of us, the Bible talk about the unity of the spirit. Me and you will share the same spirit. So how is it that you have a different spirit from my spirit? Then between me and you, who have the right spirit and the wrong spirit now? We share the same spirit. One Lord, one spirit, one baptism. So where do you have, when I begin to look at people, when you begin to talk to them, especially Christians that are very spiritual more than their pastor, they say, my spirit. Which spirit do you have that is different from my spirit? Because two of us, we have the same spirit. I don't know whether you understand it. You don't have another spirit. The same Holy Ghost you have is what I have. It's the same. So where is the spirit? Praise the Lord. You don't contemplate. It is when you obey and walk that he will bless your bread and your water. You will spend your days in prosperity and your years in pleasure. Who told you that it's not good From time to time, you go for holiday. What is the bad thing about it? No, what's the bad thing about it? I was telling them that Christianity, in fact, many of us, we live this Christianity as if we become heavenly bound and earthly useless. What is the bad thing? Do you know, I was discussing with somebody the other day and I told the person, I said, one of the things I'm going to build very soon is Christian nightclub. Yeah. People come around, discuss business, hang around, drink wine. Yes. You don't know you can build a hotel and say they will not serve alcohol there. Is it because some people are compromising it? You build a hotel, only wine and juice and every other thing, fresh juice. People will come. Before now, we never knew until E3, until what they call, even though it's not existing now, Mr. Biggs. Before Mr. Biggs come, everywhere where they cook food, they must serve liquor. When Mr. Biggs come, they say what we serve here, no liquor. It's only soft drinks and food. And everybody bought into the idea. We never believed that something could happen. But you can see, so all the eateries, there's no place they serve hard drink. Every drink, so there are soft drinks. And people go there, relax, eat, and go home. The other day I was watching one man in a beer parlor, in a buka. He took one bottle of alcohol. I don't want to advertise for any company here. And drop it there. And then took gari and soup. As he mowed the gari and swallow, he take the bottle of the beer and drink. I look at him and I say, this man ain't well at all. How will the two taste? To him, it's an enjoyment. So, ladies and gentlemen, we can live life to the fullest. I tell you, Christianity is sweeter when you have broken the linings of poverty. Christianity is sweet, oh. Yes. It's very sweet. When you break the lining of poverty and then you are now a helping hand to so many people. You come to church, you are solving problems for people. Do you know that you feel so fulfilled? There's one man I was reading about. I don't know whether he's late now or he's still alive. A very rich millionaire. So he came into charity and then he began to give his money, gave money to AIDS, to Zambia, Zimbabwe. So they were going there, their aeroplane will come down and then they offload food and give the whole community, poor Rachel community, they were giving them food. Because their government decided to impoverish them. And then he was doing that and doing that, sending that thing across. One day he said he wanted to follow them to the place. He got there and they landed on the airfield. And then they began to offload food. And they sent the villagers to come out. The whole villagers came out. And he saw little children and younger ones. Some of them even within the age of 14 and not the rest of them. Some of them looked so dusty and white, ragged and tattered dresses. He came out and he saw them. So he joined them in the distribution of the food. And before then, they just prepare a very big drum of milk. You know, in Africa here, milk is a very big thing. But over there, children drink it every day. And they prepare a very big drum of milk. And they gave them cups. Children were coming and they were drinking it. And they were drinking it. And he watched them as they were drinking it. When they finished drinking, one child finished drinking. And then they were about to go. The child began to cry. He came down again from the aircraft and asked them, why is the child crying? The child said that if this man go, who will give us milk? So he said he felt so bad that he went back and decided that all his wealth, he was going to convert 20% of all his wealth just for that particular community. To give them a better life. He said when he came, one of the things that gave him the best fulfillment was when he hugged those children under that dust. Touching life. Some of you may have the dream of touching life, but you don't have what it takes. So when somebody now asks him how this thing came about, the interviewers came and they asked him, say, how do you think, as rich and wealthy as you are, what do you think that is the greatest moment of your life? He said, the greatest moment of my life was the day I was about to go. And that child was crying and said, as he's going, don't let him go. If he goes, who will give us milk?